How to make a black slash The Weeknd type beat. Basically those dark R&B beats that we all like, isn't it? So right here I have a full project of mine and I'm going to explain you how it was made, every layer of this project. So this is the beat. So as you can hear it, right here we have an intro, and I put in the intro some vocal samples which I made myself, and I even have my own sample pack of vocals which you can get it, so you can check it out, my sample pack in the description. I like to start, like put the intro with some vocals, because I think it sounds cool. But then after the intro is over and we go to the chorus, I like to remove the vocal sample so you can have space for the artist to sing over it. So as you can see it, when the beat drops and is the chorus, you don't have any vocals. As you can see, the whole beats I keep without any sample, and just at the ending where we have the outro right here, as you can see, only in the outro we have the vocal sample again. I like to put a very low BPM right here. We have 89 and we have the drums like this. So it's a slow drums, and we have some hi-hats right here, which I put some fast hi-hats right here. Usually to make this hi-hat right here is very simple. You just go right here, pick this paint option, and then go right here on the grid and select 1/3 step, and you are going to make like this. Just pick and drag and you can make exactly like this one. And each right here that you choose, like if you pick step, you make a hi-hat like the steps. So each one that you select right here will cut the hi-hats differently. But I like the way that 1/3 steps sounds, which is this one. Then afterwards, I like to always start with a bass, but actually a bass of the real bass of the beat. Let's say I like to add a preset of bass like this. So this is a preset of bass. And I always like to make something very simple, just to set the actual bass notes, and over those bass notes we are going to build the chords. So we actually going to make something very simple. So as you can see right here, very simple, okay? So this right here is one chord, other chords will be built right here, and other chords will be built right here. So on this beat we are going to have only 3 chords, okay? We can build a chord right here, but it's like just a very fast chord just to make the transition. But the main chords of this beat are those 3 right here. And I always like to cut the frequencies of this bass. As you can see, I'm cutting right here on the EQ, because I don't want those very low bass notes right here, because I actually want to pick another bass for this. So I'm using this only as a texture of the bass, okay? So I'm just removing the bass with the EQ. And then after it, we are going to the pads, which I'm using, as you can see right here, I'm using Analog Lab to the pads, and this bass I pick on Analog Lab too. So right here we have the pads, and the pads are built over those lower notes of the bass, which you can see right here. Those are the notes of the bass, and I build a chord over it. How to build chords is very easy. Just are going to put right here on this option on FL Studio, you are going to pick the key that you want. In this case is E minor natural. So once you you choose the key that you want, you are going to have bright lines and you're going to have darker lines. The darker lines are notes outside of this key, the bright lines are notes inside of this key. And to build the chords, we are going to make one bright line, skip this one, break a bright line, skip this one, and make the bright line. And this way you are going to build chords very easily. Just watch the background, and create the chords. So this is what I made to make those vocal chords we have right here. The bass happening right here, which is everything on key already, right? Everything on bright lines, and then skip this bright line, go to this one, skip this one, go to this one, and the same repeats for all the chords. After this, we have this right here, which is this Odyssey preset on Analog Lab. I think I found this on Keys or something about pads. I'm not sure where I found this, maybe on Keys. But here is exactly the same, just the chords. But we are not using the chords like the pads. They have the chords all over like this with legato, right? We have only the chords very fast with very short amount of time, okay? And then after it, we are going to have the bass, then the real bass right here. As you can see, I'm using the VST Diva or Diva. I don't know which is this bass. I really like this bass right here. It's a very clean bass. And the bass is following the tonic notes of the chords, which are the bass notes of the chords. So right here, we have the same notes right here. We have a little change right here because, as you can see, this right here is an octave higher. So actually this is right here, as you can see under the chord progression. And we have some octave changes right here. So we have this right here and going to an octave higher right here. So this is just an octave higher right here. So this is the bass. Let's play only the bass. So we have some changes on the octave, then change again, octave, change again, and octave again. And then of course we're going to have my vocal sample, which I made. After I have the beats, I just sing over it, and then I like to chop my vocals around. I always like to change the format a little bit. As you can see right here, I changed the format a little bit. Right here we have I didn't change the pitch, only the format. So, but we could like make an octave higher, which can sound cool too. And we have of course auto-tune, some reverb, and some EQ on this vocal sample. And putting all together, we already have the beat. And if you want to learn more about beat making with me, I have my online course, which will be on the description, and I have my sample pack too. There will be on the description, and this is basically the beat.